What's up, everybody? My name is Tori Nix. I'm back on it with a reading. I'm actually going to start kind of getting back on this face to face with you guys because it's definitely time. This is going to be a very interesting video because I've been sitting on these downloads for the last 2 days, okay? I really wanted to make sure that I was understanding what I was downloading and how to process it to you all the best way possible. All right? Now, with that same breath, in this moment right now, it is 1:17:24. Okay? When we do the math on that number, this is all significant, okay? You have an 8, and then you add the numbers up, it's another 8. Okay, so 888 is highly significant. We're talking about quantums, we're talking about infinity, okay? If you listen in the background right now, I'm playing the sacral chakra kind of cleansing music. If you hear the water, sacral is talking all about the emotions. And this is going to tie into our reading as well because there is a freshness coming in. But if you don't know how to navigate this energy, you could get lost. And this is about, this video may shake up a lot of things. I'm being called to just do it. I sat on it. I was like, but it's time to talk on some real truths, right? I've been just observing, and I noticed so many people put so much false information out that is misconstrued from our people, you know what I mean? And it's time out for that shit, okay? You can continue to live in that lie, or you're now about to start to understand what this is. And this is all tied into the sacral, okay? A lot of people are experiencing many changes, but they may not be able to understand what's going on a cosmic level, but also a macro and micro level as well. This could be on small scales in your life, but this also could be on the universal level, the collective level, the energetic level, right? All right. Also, the sun is very significant. Right now, I'm burning fire as I do this. I got 2 candles, but it was something calling me to put this on here like this so I could put the candle in the actual reading at some point. This is going to be symbolic of healing, okay? If you notice, the orange light is very prominent. I even see the orangeness on my hand right now. So the orange, we're reigniting that fire, okay? A lot of people have been in docile states. A lot of people have been in a lot of shit in this lifetime, okay? And now it's time to re-spark that fire. All right, so now, in turn, I got y'all because I know what's going on out here, okay? I done fought the past few years for my life, man. Some of y'all ain't even seen me probably in person since probably 2018, 2019, okay? And there's a specific reason for that. I took time to understand what was going on around me, and it led me into some incredible truths about myself, but also about what's really going on out here, So at this point in time, there are 2 worlds, and this is all based on your decisions and choices, okay? In the past, I'm gonna even say the last 8 years, whatever you have sown is about to come back to you 10 fucking fold, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all how we're gonna get into this. I'm thinking I wanna do a reading, but I'm thinking I'm gonna wait till last, and I'm gonna just give y'all the downloads. That's how we're gonna work it. Okay, so that's the first thing. We're starting with the sacral, reigniting. Things are changing. This is my first download. This is about a time where we are combining the Virgo energy with the Gemini energy, okay? If you know anything about Virgo and Gemini, it's all about communication, all about the mind, logic, intellect, okay? And this is where confirmation. So this is all about, are you presenting yourself? Are you showing up? Are you communicating in truth? It's as simple as that, y'all. And when you say, yeah, I know my truth, I speak my truth, like, it's really not the fucking truth if it doesn't stand upon the actual truth. Does that make sense? So there's a need to really focus. I wrote this down. Virgos, we are told, I'm a Virgo, okay, through and through. We're told we're so brutally honest. You know, we do, you cross us, you're going to feel it, okay? You will never get a chance to cross us again. Yeah, because Virgos were very kind. Very, very, and this is symbolic as well, where I'm going. We're very kind, sometimes to a detriment to self, especially if you've experienced some type of trauma, right? This showed up for me in ways I was so kind to people, so chill for so long, free-spirited. And these people didn't know how to act, okay? Truthfully. And me making this video right now is going to teach you all how to not only see the true reality or the true nature of this reality, but this is also going to teach you all one thing: transmutation, okay? So like I said, Virgos, we're embodying this Virgo and Gemini. It's all about logic, brutal truths, honesty, analysis, and observation. It's about the two natures to every person: your spiritual nature and your human nature, okay? We have basically, your question is, in this physicality, right? Most people are not in truth. And I don't care, you can argue me down, but I'm gonna go into how I know y'all not in truth, okay? And then on this other side, right, there is Gemini is the need to communicate authentically, right? You have two sides, and you have to decide what side you're going to now approach, okay? Approach life from, okay? So this is about your higher nature, okay? I kind of got off track a little bit, but it's still flowing. So this is about your higher nature versus the 3D self, okay? Your human self. When you're rooted in truth, can you balance the logic and emotion to lead with compassion despite what has happened? Can you come back to your heart center, right? And can you create boundaries from the lessons that you've learned? And can you then communicate from your truth and move forward to manifest from your truth, okay? Not manifesting from the damaged sacral energy, right? This emotional energy. If you hear in the background, you can hear kind of rain. I'm clearing out subconsciously, right? Because there is so much shit we go through till the time we sit and just say, damn, I've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? And you really have to go through these situations in order to grow past them, okay? So there are 3 stories that I'm going to lead with this, okay? There's an introduction. I didn't know how I was gonna go into this, but I need y'all to understand what I'm saying, okay? So let's start with, first we're gonna talk about intentions, because I told y'all this is a time where whatever you've been planting in the last, and I had saw 808 as I was saying that, but whatever you have been planting intentionally, right, the last, let's say 8 years, a lot of that's coming up right now, because it's gonna be like a thing of a mirror to your ass, right? And we talk about karma, but karma is all about the intention, okay? So let's say in my scenario, this is gonna be a deep, deep read. I never thought I would talk about this like that, but it is a part of my story, and I feel that, you know, I've been lied on in the past as far as being a Virgo who was overly giving and still living in trauma. I had a very bad situation happen in 2019 that I want to touch on, because this creates a major effect. And I want you all, I'm not telling this story to be bitter. I have compassion because I understand the mind is our biggest enemy, right? At times, right? So I'm not, when I bring these stories up, it's not out of bitterness, but I want y'all to take these stories and I'm gonna show you how this all lines up in everybody's life emotionally, and how you can start to navigate through this energy a little bit. And I know the people who are in alignment with this message, they're gonna naturally get it, okay? So I just want to put that out there. Now, intention is being highlighted right now. If you know you ain't done good, you might as well just go on and sit down, okay? You can't, it's no hiding no more. The masks are falling off. We said this for 2-3 years now, right? Everybody was calling me crazy. I know other people have been in that too, conspiracy theorists. No, we're just in tune, okay? So let's talk about it. What keeps us stuck? I made a video about this 2 years ago that was talking about what keeps us bound. But now I want to talk about this in a deeper level. And I'm going to start off with my words, my vocabulary. I have so much on this paper, y'all. It's like, look, I went crazy with the notes, for real, because it's such a deep thing. So I just want y'all to rock with me, okay? So let's start off with this. Let's take the word narcotics, okay? And then we're going to think really quick what other word comes to mind immediately when we think of narcotics. Narcissist, right? That is what everybody talks about. So I'm going to do this video because I'm tired of this shit, bro. Y'all got to transmute your energy, right? Narcissists have no power unless you give it to them, okay? And I have been I deal with the most narcissists because of my light, because of my true kindness. And I'm tired of it, okay? So I ride with the people who are like me. We're just out here minding our business. We're on our mission. We're doing what we got to do. But people want to fuck with you all the time, okay? And this is even for the people who have maybe been stuck emotionally from the past. I'm here to free you from that, okay? Now, let's break down the word narcotics. Narcotics is a psychoactive compound with numbing or paralyzing properties, okay? Sleep-inducing, hypnotic, stupefying, numbing, dulling, tranquilizing, sedative, calming, insensibility. Okay? We're going to go deeper with insensibility. I wrote this down. It's an inability to feel something, especially to be moved emotionally without feeling or being unaware, right? Most people, when we take those two definitions, right, that's truly what a narcissist is. It's like a energy that comes and keeps people either in a inability to feel. They come and break your heart. They come and steal from you. They come and be treacherous as hell to you. So then you don't want to open your heart anymore, and you become emotionally emotionally unavailable because you have now dealt with someone who's emotionally unavailable. That's what narcissists do. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this, but this message is ringing so heavy. Let's talk about it. Narcissists, when we really just look at the bottom line, these are people who hurt people, right? These are people who are locked in their heart space. These are people who are off balance mentally, and their mind, you know, this is the crazy thing. Like, when you think of the mind, it creates emotions, right? Impulses, nerves, you know, nerves communicate to each other. It's a particular function, right? Hormones are in the brain that create these emotions. So imagine if you're a narcissist, and like psychopaths, I don't know why Michael Myers just came in my mind, but Michael Myers was abused for years and years and years, and he became a very fucking psychopath, right? No emotion, just one state. That's how you know you're dealing with someone who's really broken, okay? But like myself in the past, I used to want to heal those people. Oh, you've been through this, you've been through that. And them same motherfuckers tore my ass up. All right, y'all got one round, okay? But I'm going to show y'all how to beat the battle. When you know, it's literally such a duality out here. And this is symbolic as well, the black and white of things, okay? So when you identify a narcissist, can we all agree that narcissists, more times than not, they need to be around a lot of people. Mm-hmm. They can't be alone. Never truly satisfied. Always fighting for something in the material versus something that actually matters, right? You start to notice the values of a narcissist. It's very deep, okay? When they value certain things from the material, you can bet your shit that they're just there for something to gain from you. And as soon as they get it, they'll switch up on you you know, when they have it. Let's say you can't give it to them. They will switch up on you. You'll be like, damn, I thought we was cool. I had a homegirl I fell out with. She didn't think I knew this, but I saw the values. I saw how you move with certain things. And it was like, Tori's just a simple person. I'm not trying to stunt and flex, right? Y'all showed me what not to do out here. You know, I watch y'all go for these jobs, and that's cool if you want to work, whatever. But I also watch y'all struggle to maintain a lifestyle. I watch you literally stress yourself out to take pictures on Instagram and stunt as opposed to just being yourself. That's what narcissists do. They got to create an image out here. And it's just like, where is your authenticity? Authenticity. How did you even get swayed in that, right? But we can go back to the root of situations, and it's the sacral energy. You're broken. You're not emotionally healed. So you've done all this in your life without healing. Now we see where your values are. Now we see how you view other people, empaths, people who are very sweet to you. You will take advantage of them because you don't have your heart space open. Okay? And I'm going to show y'all 3 fucking examples of how to transmute this shit, because it's going to be one extreme to the kind of like when I was kind of smooth with shit, you know, and then to this last time. Okay? So let's get to it. The word also we're going to note later is dysphoria. Dysphoria is a state of true unfulfillment, okay? To sum that up. Now, let's go back for a second. And we're going to go back with the narc because we've already done narcotics. But what other one do you think of? Personally, for me, I think of feds. I think of secret agents, right? I think of they come in with the mask on. And I wrote this down, but okay, so I said secret agents. They come in with the mask on, but you have to stay ready for it to fall off because it's always going to fall off. This is also about a narc. It's a fed. It's somebody who gives inside information to the police. Okay, so these are also informants, right? Narcissists who are actually paid out here to go cause and wreak havoc on people. We know about you. So I'm going to expose y'all too. And this is all what I'm saying. So what are these narcissists reporting? Why do y'all come and fuck with people's life? Why does everybody have an experience of a narcissist at some point? These are the questions we have to ask ourselves. Then we come down to it and we realize what it is. Oh, these are just people who, they don't have shit, so they want your shit. Okay? Essentially. It's been generations after generations. Stolen land. You're going to go infiltrate. You're going to put on the mask and steal somebody's land. Look at, I'm seeing Avatar. You fucking pillaged. They burn your shit down. They take your land. They infiltrate it. Kill your people. Don't give a fuck. And then remix some shit to where this is now in control. That's how this shit started. 1818 on the clock. I'm seeing Avatar. That's what narcissism is. Y'all don't have shit, so you gonna just sit back in the cut and go get somebody else shit. It's insane. Okay. So I'm here to show you all how to transmute. I'm showing you all how to take accountability first and foremost because we're not victims. But this is some fuck shit, and it's time for the right knowledge to be out here. I'm gonna teach you how to go back. Even if you are sad right now and you've been in narcissistic situations, I'm going to show you how to go back with this accountability to review your own red flags. And I'm going to then teach you why did you not listen to your intuition back then? Okay? So those were the first downloads, okay? We're turning our pain into power. This is me turning my pain into power. This is going to show you all how to do that. Okay, all is mentalism. That's okay, cool. So we're down with 1 page of downloads. I fuck with it. All right, cool. So that was a good setup. So now I'm gonna just dive into it. Okay. With this narcissist, and we're just gonna take the empath. Right? It's 2 worlds in this life. You're either an empath or you're a narcissist. And remember, these are people who refuse to heal, who've been through shit, Maybe they conform. Maybe they got caught up in secret societies. Maybe you got caught up in doing your own magic on people and bullshit and spells and all that on a deeper level, right? These are just the people who just you can't get it, right? So they're constantly watching the impasse, okay? Let's start. So with these people, narcissism is accumulated because of fear, okay? Let's say you don't have shit. Why not just go out and get it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's ways around it. But narcissists will say, let me see how I can fuck with this person. Maybe I even can throw them off a little bit emotionally, right? Keep them in loops. Maybe I can fuck with their mind space, right? Okay. So I'm going to show y'all. This is where this comes off. How do you protect yourself from a fucking narcissist? How do you protect yourself from manifesting tragic situations? How do you stop yourself from manifesting from that broken space? Let's get into it, okay? This is called my section called Point Them Out, and this is called Humans Lie, but Energy Does Not. That's the first thing you need to know while you are maneuvering through life. Again, humans lie, but energy never will. A motherfucker could come and tell you something. If you feel that in your spirit, you'll know if it's a lie or not. That's just how keen you gotta become, okay? That's trusting what's inside of you. You're gonna let yourself know about a narcissist before they fucking strike. I've been there though, right? We wanna be kind from our trauma, right? Oh, we might have been overgiving. We become martyrs, right? We become where it's like we just feel like we gotta fix motherfuckers. I had to take the cape off because I realized what that cape did. Yeah, I can handle it. I can take the pain, but for what? When people are constantly just gonna mishandle me, right? Nah. So humans lie, energy does not. Trusting your intuition. Society creates narcs is a definition. And that was when I started to compare it to the narcotics. So remember, all of this is tying in. Now, I have a story, it's called ANL. Okay? The beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay? The commonality of each of these stories, they're my personal stories. And this is me also speaking up on certain things that have been misconstrued about me as well. But this is also about the common denominator in all of this was fear, okay? On the narcissist part, on the people who lied on my name's part, all of this was fear. The people who had a wrong perception of me in this lifetime, outcasted me, black sheep me, right? Misjudged me. Never judge the book by the fucking cover. I'm gonna tell you right now. You never know what's in the pages of somebody. All right? So I'm gonna start with this beginning one because this is where my life began to change. I was 22 years old. I was in a very horrible relationship, right? Many people don't know this about me because I stayed to myself and ducked off, right? I was with someone who I'd known since a child, right? And I'm just gonna say the name as well because, you know, I believe in being transparent, right? You shouldn't have done this shit, right? Everybody has their day. So there was this family that was placed on my path. Their family name is Starkey, okay? And the girl's name is Amaya, right? We were friends for years, okay? And it was so many red flags that went back to, that I saw before this motherfucking shit hit the fan. But because I was such a kind person, you know, minding my business, always happy, always just trying to just move towards what I wanted in life, motherfuckers don't like that, okay? And I'm gonna just put it out there. This person wore a complete mask, right? Amaya was somebody who, you know, she created her lifestyle off of rap lyrics, right? And that was the realness of that person. But when it came down to it, you didn't stand on none of them lyrics you was preaching. You ain't stand on none of that stuff you was talking. And that's where y'all gotta understand, people will tell you some shit, but that energy don't lie, okay? This person seemed very miserable to me a lot of times. It's like always a problem. Even as friends, I remember one time she asked me, I remember she had some friends, we were in college, and they came to the crib and they started wanting to hang with me. And she asked me like, Why everybody always want to hang with you? They don't want to hang with me. Well, maybe if you stop being a miserable motherfucker and stop being so put so much pressure on people, maybe people would want to come and talk to you, right? So, in that moment, I can remember having that conversation, like, why would that matter? Like, why would you not want people to talk to me? But it was the jealousy. It was the lack thereof that she didn't have, right? Whole time I'm abundant. I feel good, right? I'm not looking at your shit. So let's keep moving. This person was friends of mine. The family, I had done so much for this family, right? Amaya had some issues in their family trauma, which she brought to our friendship, okay? I definitely put too much time, too much energy in the past, right? I mean, I would pick my friend up. It was just my best friend, right? I'm just looking after you, looking out for you like a homie, man. Every time I pick you up for school, you know what I'm saying? I would take you places, never complain, none of that, because I understood this is my friend. I never asked you for money. I never asked you to pay me back and shit like that. So, in turn, this person is the one who fucked me over so bad in the end, y'all. And many of you who follow me, you might know this person, right? And you might be like, damn. But this is my story. And I'm not here to be angry and bitter. This is all facts, okay? So, years go by where I'm in a situation, okay? My grandfather passed away in 2018. I was also going through a lot of personal things, healing, trying to get right. So I was in a pretty bad space at 20 and 21. In a sense, I had started really losing my temper with people. I saw a lot of people try me on the low and act like they didn't. And I developed a real rage at that time, and I can admit that. So when my last year came, I was definitely in grief, right? I was in rage and I was broken. So what in turn do you think I attracted? I was friends with this person since 4th grade, and all of a sudden, when I'm at the lowest vibrational energy of my life, I find myself in this relationship with this person. I never looked at them a day before that. Nothing. It was just, what state of mind are you in? What are you attracting? What are you manifesting, right? So this is where I show nothing but compassion. And I'm sorry, accountability. That was the word, but compassion as well. So we ended up with this sick-ass relationship, man. It was sick as hell. Every day it was something. And towards the end, it was really bad. This person, around Valentine's Day, I remember, just very narcissistic. Highly upset because I didn't buy them flowers. I bought them like the Fenty stuff. I remember that. And I remember this bitch went on all day and posted other people getting flowers. So that was the first. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So we move on. And I'm like kind of over it. I was checked out by May of that year. I was for sure checked out. And I just remember, this person was starting to argue with me every day. This is not to, this isn't to be negative. This is just the truth of what I went through, okay? Most people don't know this. This person was cutting themselves. And where my heartstrings were pulled on, because it's like, if I end this, are you going to off yourself? You know what I mean? I'm young. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm 22 at the time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Every time I try to talk, you're arguing with me. It was just really bad towards the end. Arguing with everybody around her. But somehow it ended up being Tori, and I'm just the crazy one, right? So I watched this person. I watched myself continue to overgive in this situation, right? And I saw this person truly, that mask, when it fell, it fell, okay? So I'm just gonna read what happened. I had to write my notes down, okay? This girl was so conflicted with lies. She was calculated and she was strategic. and she had some damn war tactics on my ass, okay? This person came from a family of narcissists, okay? And I just have to be honest with it, because these people have my name out here for 4 years. That is absolutely not okay. My mother and I just reconciled recently, and she told me that they had a conversation 4 years ago to where she thought that this narrative was true for the last 4 years. So no, I'm going to tell the story, and I'm going to tell you all how I transmuted that. And me telling this story is just that, to help you all, to transmute this into power and knowledge, okay? So this person grew up in a family full of narcs. I mean, I watched it growing up, right? The fact that, let's start here. You know, she would tell me certain things, oh, you know, this and that and that, about her mom, her dad, certain things. Everything seemed like it was all good, but then it was like still the undertone of trauma as well. You know, I never said this either, but let's talk about it, because I'm showing y'all the foundation of what was built. They don't know this, but y'all talk so much shit about me. But little do y'all know, the whole time I could have ruined y'all's family dynamic just with a secret that I know. And I'm going to tell it, because by no way do you get to walk around, lie on someone, and then put these masks on. This is what we're stopping, okay? Take heed of what I'm saying, y'all. This girl's father, every time, oh, my dad is this type of man. My daddy is this type of man. He's so good. He's so this, he's so that. Whole time your father tried to talk to my mother. How messy is that? How messy could that have been if that got out? He didn't give a fuck about y'all's family dynamic doing that shit. So that let me know, oh, okay, the whole time this wasn't what that was, okay? Whatever lies were told in that relationship to your family, to her family, I still don't know, y'all. But I just know this shit was so fucked up. In the end, I had been so kind to these people, right? Stayed down. And I remember at 22, this girl was jumping out of the car, y'all. If we got into an argument, it would be like, and you started an argument, but you want to jump out of the car, a moving car? I was fed up with this shit, okay? And at 22, I went outside the day before my birthday. I looked up at the stars and I just prayed. I said, please, if this is for me, let it be. If it's not, I'm okay with that too. And I just remember my whole life shifted. A week later, she was gone, okay? But in that whole week, all of this shit transpired. The mask fell. The family was shaking. You know what I'm saying? Now everything's on Tory. So I'm here to clear my name, but also to show you all that this is what people do, okay? When they want to hide something, you're going to be the scapegoat. You're going to be the black sheep. As an empath, naturally, sometimes we got to take that, okay? Because then we can come back and give our shit the proper way, and then we move on, right? You think these people are still happy? Remember I said it's the intention behind what you do the last 8 years, okay? So, long story short, I'm showing y'all how the things that I was feeling actually came to play once I said that prayer. When I went and told God, the universe, I declared that I want better for myself. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be broken. I don't want to be in nothing traumatic. I want peace again. I want to go back to where Tori was as a child. You know, that free spirit, that open heart, all of that. Please take me out of this. It was proof of everything that happened. Lies came out about this person. The stuff that you were telling people, the timeline of our relationship, you were telling people we had just got together. We were together from 2018, April 1st of 2018 to September 6th, 2019. Okay? Anybody, whoever else you told the timeline to, all of that was misconstrued. I've gotten the letters, okay? And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because you lied to my mother about something that happened on that last day. And that's not okay. And you have portrayed this image to your community, and it's not true. I ran into this girl's cousin at the store last year, actually. She mean mugged the hell out of me. And I'm like, bro, I used to actually be cool with your ass, but because of a lie, You got all these shit. My perception or people's perception of me is skewed, completely misconstrued, and that's not okay. But that's what narcissists do, and we're gonna combat it. We're not gonna be pissed. You would say back in the day, I probably would have beat your ass, right? Yeah, because you know where I was, and you studied me, you used my shit, and flipped it, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. This person was about to move. I said that prayer a year ago. They woke up. I decided, let me do something nice for them. I know they're moving. I know they've been through a lot this year. Let me help out, right? Woke up, packed your clothes, washed your clothes, bought you some food, all that, right? Gonna take you home so you can be good. We just spent our little time together. We trying to see what we was gonna do. But of course, narcissists, they can never have a fucking enough. So you throw in, oh, can you take me to the nail salon? I didn't want to go to the motherfucking nail salon that day. And the fact that I said a joke about it and I said, like, I really don't want to damn do this, you went off. And I'm going to show y'all how this shit has truly impacted my entire life of lies and bullshit. And it's time that all these lies are going to come out, because when you speak your truth, they don't hold weight, okay? So, you know, you lied on certain things. You know, that day you said I started with you. Nah, I didn't start with you. You were mad because I went to my car to de-escalate the issue, right? Came out, I'm an asshole because I wouldn't help you with your bags to the car. You can get your damn bags to the car. You showing your ass right now, right? So I go on. I'm like, bitch, just get your ass in the car at this point. Like, I don't care. I'm just trying to get rid of your ass at this point, right? Everything's an issue at this point. With the narcissist, it will always be an issue. You can be at you could be in damn looking at a beach. You're waking up to a beach. It still wouldn't be enough for a narcissist, okay? So, you know, we're arguing on the way there, and I'm at my wit's end, y'all. I'm like, this bitch is tripping, okay? All of a sudden, you know, we're yelling, and you start beating me in my head while I'm driving. I pull in the parking lot to de-escalate it. I get out of the car. You get out and apologize. And this is the part that pisses me the fuck off with this situation, because that was a bold-faced lie. You told my mother that I beat you out there. You came in and apologized to me. I then said, no, please, I'm not in the mood. I pushed your hand away, and you chose to act like, you chose to inflict pain on yourself and fall to the ground. And I know you did that because I used to see you in my friendship do the same thing. I know certain people that can literally be like, yeah, she used to do that. I know that. You used to inflict pain on yourself and act like somebody hit you. That same shit you did is how you tried to portray it to my mother. The last 4 years, she's thought I've beaten you. That's not okay. Okay? So I'm here to say, I never touched you, I never fought you, and I never hit you at all. I pushed your hand away and you fell in the ground. Okay? I then took all of your shit into there because I told myself as a child, if anybody ever put their hands on me, I will not fuck with them again. So that was my prayer being answered from the Most High. When you hit me, I knew that was my escape. I didn't give a shit anymore. Okay? Here's your shit. You got me fucked up. And I went on about my day. Okay? Somehow all this drama comes up because something happened in the background of y'all's family shit, and somehow that became Tory shit. I'm sure you told people I've beaten you. I'm sure you've told other people that too. And that's a bold-faced lie. And with that, imagine how that left me. I lost friends behind that. You know, you tried to put it like I was crazy. You've said that to me. You've typed that. Your bitch-ass sister has said that in messages to me. But don't nobody know the crazy shit you was doing. You were cutting yourself during that relationship. Getting very angry. You broke a closet one time. All because of a little argument on the phone. I wasn't even in Chicago when you were there. Okay? So let's talk about all of the shit that led up to this stuff. Not just Tories that, Tories this, whatever. You lived in fear. You did not live in truth. You wore a mask your whole life. And that shit finally caught up to you. So I had a whole community turn against me. Got my name out here crazy, man. What did I do? And this is to all empaths. When you go up against narcissists, because it was her family and her, all of them narcissists because they didn't want to look at themselves. Ever. It's just another person's fault. Okay. So as an empath, you take that, right? It's an injustice, it's not right, but one day you'll be able to teach somebody else how to overcome that, and you use them as the lesson. So I'm gonna turn that bitch ass family into a lesson because y'all did shit that was not right. But it's time now. Oh, this is interesting. I have an orange pen. Inspired. It's time now to get rid of all that energy. The sacral has been reignited. You didn't stop shit. Y'all might have had my name out here crazy. You might mean mug me. You might judge me. I don't give a fuck because I know truth, okay? So y'all should try it. All right, so that's the first thing. Oh, no, that's not even the end. Also, you know, as I'm just telling y'all this shit because this really put me in a space where I really had to go and heal, okay? This person also set me up. You know, it came out about a Twitter account that you made in which a girl was harmed. She was raped and beat on the behalf of Amaya Starkey making a fake Twitter page. But y'all don't want to talk about that, though. I believe an investigation should have been reported. And if that girl who was involved, I apologize. I did not do that shit. But I do show accountability as that being somebody who was around me, right? I needed to discern more because that was a real shit where I could have gotten in a lot of trouble, legally speaking, okay? So again, this is just impasse, man. Trust your intuition. That's why I went through this shit. I didn't trust my intuition because I was in a state of grief and low vibration, attracting this shit in my life. We were friends, but to come to an intimate level with somebody like that, it's about what was I attracting, okay? A lot of those things were not right. A lot of things that I felt very silenced on, right? And this is for empaths. You will feel silenced a lot of times when dealing with the narcissist because they will take extreme measures, again, to hide their mask. They don't want the truth out. So sometimes you're going to have to be like, well, damn, what the fuck? And it's like the most gaslighting shit ever. It's like hide your hand, you throw stones, hide your hand, and then somehow I'm just crazy. That's been age-old tactics, okay? So I'm telling y'all this to review certain things, like how I was this girl's friend since 4th grade, and how the fuck did I end up here? All about accountability. And it's all about transmutation, right? I'm not hurt about that situation anymore. I use it as power now because it's going to help somebody else, okay? So just to say all of that, that's one situation that taught me to stay alert, to open my eyes. Most times we're initiated into our healing because of something like that. Tragic, right? It's unfortunate, but it's the truth, okay? And this is where I teach you all to call your power back. That's what everybody says. But this is also turn your enemies into the footstool. Turn your enemies into the lessons for the collective, okay? And that's what we're doing in this season. Going back to the top of this reading, Virgo, Gemini, we now articulate ourselves in truth. No matter how hard it is, no matter how tough it may be, it's the truth, all right? And that takes courage to speak from truth. That takes transmutation. That takes healing. That takes going in your isolation and saying, I'm going to do things differently and disciplining yourself through that. Shedding old programs, shedding old ways of being. That's the work that has to be done. That's how you get, notice, inspire, but then that's also how you relight the light of your spirit, okay? This flame, I almost can touch this flame, right? I can touch it. In a sense, I am the fire now. You should be able to work with your elements and apply it to your life, okay? So this is the resparking of the spirit. I know a lot of people have been through narcissistic shit, okay? So let's keep going. The next story I'm going to bring up is the middle. This is where I was starting to peep. Oh, this is what people do when you're an empath, right? Even if it's spell work, even if people do dark magic, I'm going to show you all. This is where if you take that first narcissistic lesson and you just take your path and say you're going to do better, your mind started to open up. So I met a girl, and I'm using names. I'm not somebody, oh, that person. Nah, bitch, you did it. It's going to be hard, okay? I'm not mad, but you going to be, you know, shit. It's intention. If you put the shit out, it's going to come back to you. Laws of the universe, not society's laws, is what we don't move by that. We move by the laws of the universe, all right? So 2021, I had took an extensive time away from dating. I really went within. 2021, I was cool. I was still climbing my goals. I said, well, I started talking. All right. And this is where I tell people also that online dating, y'all better, it's narcissists versus empaths. Okay, that's all that is. It's literally like a setup. So I met this girl named Noelle, child. And let me tell you from the beginning how you know you supposed to run. This motherfucker didn't use their real name. This motherfucker was it's like almost, again, the narcissist versus the lack of something. You feel like you don't have enough. So you gotta, make me feel like I don't have enough too. It's fucked up, y'all. So I watched this girl one day. We had a deep talk. This is where shit gets fucked up. I don't even want to talk about the entire situation, but this is where I've experienced with narcissists, and they think you don't know. It's like we were talking one day, and I actually opened up to this person a little bit about some vulnerable shit, and I cried a little bit. And I remember I got in the car that night. I was taking them downtown. I didn't want to go out that night, so I was like, well, you can come back, and then I'll just take you. And I remember she tried to get a rise out of me. Like, she saw that vulnerability and tried to use it against me, right? In the car, she tried to make it seem like asking me about some other bitch, like, oh, how would you feel if I talked to them or something like that, to piss me off. Bitch, I'm going to tell you right now, as a Virgo, you about to get your ass out of my car, okay? And then got pissed because I told her ass to get out of my car. You go be with that bitch then. Y'all, stop taking people for weak. Stop. And in the end, she tried that. That was the flag. I fell back, right? I'm going to show y'all how people think they get you. And then they don't. When you wisen the fuck up. Okay? Once she did that, I fell back. I'm not, girl, bye. I don't care at that point. We cool, but we not, it's not that. In the end, y'all always gotta listen to your intuition, okay? In the end, this person was just what I said they were, right? You showed your hand, then tried to lie and come back months later and apologize. Told me through a text one night, basically I wasn't shit. Told me that she wasn't into settling. Oh, okay, you weren't into settling, right? But you gonna come back and text me months later talking about you so sorry and how you fucked up? Oh, okay. So that's what they do too. Motherfuckers would try to get on their high horse with your ass, and then the whole time you should have fucking not judged the cover, okay? Read the pages, ho. So that was that lesson for me. Got out of that real smooth. And then I'm going to give y'all another example of a narcissistic situation. And I know this might put everybody up in arms, but it's the fucking truth as well. I just recently had an experience with a transgender, transvestite, or I don't even know what the fuck. The trans community. That shit is narcissism as well. Because it's such a thing. Y'all will fight about what y'all want to be. And who we supposed to tell y'all are. Or y'all want to play God and literally change the inside of you. You're not happy. You can't. It's like y'all will tell people you're free and you're happy, but why do you have to alter your appearance of self? If it's like this, masculine energy is masculine energy. Feminine energy is feminine energy. We all possess it. I am a perfect duality of both. I worked to be in this balance, right? My masculine energy is very strong, but also my femininity. I look like a female. I aspire to do things like a female. I don't want to be overly dominant. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be at ease. And I date women, but I'm at ease. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to try to be anything. You know, I think even with sexuality, that's such a thing where it can be a narcissistic thing too, because y'all are trying to act the role. You're trying to put on something, which in turn is a mask. So that shit's narcissism as well. And you cannot act like you're happy with that shit. Okay? You're not. Because then you project on the people like us the fact that we got the, they. Like, who the fuck cares, bro? It's two genders in this motherfucker. And y'all not gonna keep people in docile states. Or in my case, I felt like I had to walk on fucking eggshells because if I say she or he, now you up in arms, bitch. No, do not project your fear and misery onto me. That is all this world does. And I'm just trying to show y'all this from a small scale, but it happens on such a loud scale as well. You gotta live in your truth, because the truth is the only thing to stand upon. When you move in fear, when you move in with a mask on your face, you have nothing to stand on, and anything can happen to you. You could fumble at any time. So don't tell me you're happy. These are the people that would tell me that I'm unhappy and I'm angry and I'm crazy, right? These are the same people. But it's time we look at that. We look at that from the logical standpoint, and we overcome, and we live in this spirit. Do you see what I'm saying? For generations, this narcissistic shit has been passed down. It is now time for us to take over that narcissistic shit. Do y'all understand? Burn it away is what I'm hearing. Seize that. Let it go. Okay? Because none of that shit is true. So this is the art of transmutation. When you can come, you get the lessons from your stuff. You can look back and not be mad, but you can look back and look at these people as your teachers. Amaya, Noel, and this trans person, I don't even want to say, I'm not going to say that. Well, the name was Bo, but that shit's so confusing, bro, because then it's like on your documents, you got a girl name. So it's just fucking stupid at this point, okay? And I don't want to be in that. And I say, as empaths, we got to take a stand. We don't have to conform to what society wants. It's full of narcissism. Y'all going out here for jobs every day. Now you got to fight a motherfucker to get a job. My college professor, Shanae Gooding, fucked me over so bad because you didn't want me to get ahead. You withheld work from an opportunity that could have put us both on. But because you thought Tori was going to get ahead, you stopped me. Narcissism everywhere you go, until you say, you know what, fuck y'all, I'm gonna get right with me. And this is what I suggest y'all learn, the true nature of what that is. Understand that we all have free will. They don't have to be miserable, but they choose that life because of the trauma. You can choose to work through your trauma and say, I don't want to be no miserable bitch. I did it. I didn't want to be no fighter all the time. I didn't want to come out here and whoop y'all ass every day because y'all had tried me oh so much, right? I had to learn boundaries, and I had to learn how to stand in just being for Tori. I didn't know how to not overgive to receive love back. That was something I had to go within. So I transmuted that, and now I'm here to help you all, okay? It's time. It's time to transmute whatever you've been through, heartbreak. That shit has to go. It's like it honestly cannot survive anymore. The earth's frequency is raising. And if you stay in this guilt, shame, anger, fear, you're not even in alignment with your true source. Okay? So that's the point of this. Is to say some things, the truth needs to be said. But use your truth as a tool and not a sword. Okay? Y'all listening to that relationship shit and me maneuvering through certain day-to-day experiences shows you how, you know what, as long as you're in your truth, you will piss these people off, but they'll run away. Light, deep, like that, people in dark, they don't want the light to be shined. So keep shining your light. Then they'll leave you alone, basically, right? Again, this is very symbolic. The fire. Shine your light and they will scurry away from your ass, okay? But in order to shine that light, we got to do the healing. Now do y'all see? All right. So my advice, understand that everything that happens on your path is to teach you. Okay, this is truly a classroom to evolve the soul. We're not told that. We're told, oh, go get a job, retire, and die. No, it's more to life. Now you can live that and cool, but you may have to come back to this motherfucker again. So it's about evolution. Nothing that comes to shake you can stop you unless you let it. Okay, it's lessons behind everything. It's lessons in the smallest things that you didn't even once think. You'll find something in it when you take the time to go deeper. Okay, so advice. Coming back to the Virgo and Gemini, how do you get back there? It's first time to show some accountability. It's time to do some healing work. Observe your repetitions and patterns in your relationships. Like, start to understand what you're attracting. Then you can say, oh, I'm attracting that because I went through that. I have this mindset of that. I got, it's like a puzzle of self, a science of self. You got to learn the self. But nobody wants to do that, or we're taught the improper way. We just taught, oh, we want to manifest. But are you even in alignment to manifest good for yourself? You see what I'm saying? Or will you keep saying, I'm going to manifest, and manifest another narcissist, right? And then that's counteractive to you, but that's also counteractive to the Earth's frequency. And that's what we're getting rid of, okay? So the people who stay with me, I understand that you probably here with me. The people who don't, cool. But that's the basic thing. And I'm going to read y'all something to tie that in, and I'm going to end it with a reading. But this is the energy this year. Like, it's just time for truth, man. We can't keep living like this no more. And I'm going to continue on with these videos as I get, keep going. But the narcissist is our teacher, essentially. Think about grade school. All them bitch-ass teachers used to trip on you and all that stuff. Narcissists, right? We've been going through this shit since little kids. So these are our teachers. I wrote the word leech, lack, lust, lose, and left. Those are the, I said 5 L's. Narcissists leech. They are operating in lack. They will approach you with love, but it will be lust. Okay? They lose every time, and they get left in the end. If you can follow those 5 types of concepts, you'll kind of checkmate the narcissist every time. Okay? So that's game for somebody. We want to talk, okay, so also what's significant is 1234. This is about divine timing, okay? This is about from time to divine timing, okay? We're going from that. Like I said, it's two levels to each thing, okay? This is a new world. We're coming in. I'm seeing we're unfettered. This is a new world. We're loyal to self, okay? We're aligning now with our true nature. Again, going back to that Virgo, Gemini, the truth of honesty, the intellect, the mind versus your double-sided nature. Who are you truly? All right? This is also about being reborn, the childhood, the spark of the light of your spirit is being reborn as you continue to transmute from the sacral chakra. Orange is, y'all should really look into that. Even if right now, how this is coming up, where you'll have certain like nudges, like maybe it's time to heal this. Your stomach, the womb changes. Maybe your back is aching really bad, the lower back in particular. Dehydration, right? These are all kind of symptoms of the sacral because it's trying to get those emotions from that. From all those situations you've been through, traumatic experiences, all of that. It's trying to just clear that out. It's time. Okay, so this is the year of that. It's time to untrap and heal and move away from continuing this cycle. Once we all do our work, will we then attract narcissists? We'll starve them. I've said this. You got to stop feeding the shit in order to destroy it, right? Okay, so that's something as well. And the last thing, I'm going to close it off with a reading, but I just wanted to make sure I got all my downloads out in this video. And I don't know if this is going to make sense. I probably will go back over this in shortness, but I just needed to make sure that I got all of that out, okay? This is about overcoming the karmic lessons, okay? Awaken to who you are now. And this is what I leave you with for this download section. Growth begins when you can look back at the people that you thought once broke your heart, betrayed you, took you for granted, gave you less than you deserve, etc. And you can acknowledge them as your teachers. The goal is to not make the lessons about them. What did you learn about you through the heartbreaks, betrayals, the lack of reciprocity, etc.? Bloom. It's time to bloom. Okay? Remember, humans lie, but energy does not. And again, another way to say that is humans lie, but energy is truth. So go towards the truth. What is energy? Start understanding the concept of what energy is, right? Don't just say, oh, I'm protecting my energy, but you don't even understand the concept for real. That's what I'm saying. The misconstrued knowledge is not allowing people to ascend. You got to go through the lessons, get your lessons, and understand with that, then you'll be able to apply it to real reality of life, and it becomes better, it becomes easier, it becomes at peace, at ease, everybody's flowing, and that's what we want. Okay, so that sacral is very, very important, guys. If you don't do nothing this week, work on that sacral chakra. Okay, so we're gonna get a few ancestor messages, and I'm gonna leave it here. I just needed to get that out. Age-old tactics are crashing. I'm hearing Babylon is crashing. Lies will be righted. Okay. Misery loves company is another one I'm hearing. They talk down on your reputation. Now you come back and you speak on your shit. Karma is what I'm hearing. Defeat your karmics is also what I'm hearing. Okay. Purpose. I wrote back at one. I'm hearing started back at one as well. So it's basically like you go through all of this to come back to that center, your childhood. You will be reborn once you go through these cycles of death and rebirth, okay? The purpose is that karma is basically, we got miracles flying out the deck. So we have purpose. It's like karma I said it ruined my reputation, but you get what you get out. So this is about the law of karma. So how I was telling y'all this situation with the girl Amaya, you ruined my reputation in your community. You ruined my reputation with my own mother for 4 years. And this lie just came out, right? So you naturally get what you put out. If people see this video and they tarnish your reputation, then that's for you to go grow now. And I pray that you do that if you ever do see this, okay? Understand that people are just used to be the blueprint to free others who are in innocent states but get touched by narcissists. That was the lesson of that, okay? You get what you put out. It's going to come back to you, boo. So good luck, good learning. And like I said, good learning. Like I wish you good learning, for real. Because you gotta cut that shit out. You can't lie on people, man. That's not cool. It's not cool. People who lie on people, even this bitch, I'm sorry. Even this girl, yep, secrets revealed. I cannot make it up, bro. Miracles, secrets revealed. It's time to be able to balance these lower chakras. It is time for things to happen. It's time for miraculous healing. It's time for that heart chakra to be open. Period. Worthiness. And I said this. We're coming back into our true selves. Loyalty to self. Knowing your worth. Okay? All that was a blueprint. Anything you go through was a blueprint. This made me my best self. So I can only thank Amaya and her bitch ass family. Excuse my language, but we're just talking shit. But yeah, I can only thank that. That y'all sent me into an era of isolation and introspection, and I grew. And yesterday, the transvestite or the transgender person, they have all this pressure inside of them, misery. And I addressed something, and you know what they told me? Basically, as if, when you address someone, they'll say you're assuming or you're crazy, right? She said, isolation and assumption aren't your friend. I'm here to tell you, Lemuria Bo, whatever you want to be, isolation breeds fucking stars, bitch. and you watch your mouth the next time you talk to me, and you go in your isolation and you go do the work and learn how to sit on your own, shit on your own, and sleep on your own. And don't ever come for nobody who's out here walking their path, minding their business. You speculated and you came at me with that energy and tried to hide your hand, but I'm gonna show you how energy never lies, boo. I peep, I read, I hear, I see, nigga. And it's time out, y'all. It's time y'all understand people. Stop judging the book by its cover. Okay? Because you gonna be looking stupid. Okay? Talking about some goddamn assumption and isolation are not your friend. Yes, the fuck it is, bitch. Your ass can't be damn alone. You want to be poly and you want to do all this shit and, you know, but then want to talk shit to me. Nah, you're not going to do that to me. So get right. And that's another thing, y'all. That trans community, y'all want to be so accepted. But look how you treat other people. I'm tired of acting like it's narcissism. And it's to keep people in low states. Always having to feel like you gotta walk on eggshells. You gotta cater to a motherfucker little feelings, man. Y'all better wisen the fuck up. Harvest time, prospering. This is about epiphanies. This is about coming back to the center of love. 7 is very significant. We got 7-7. Okay? So that's it. It's love over hate. But it's time for truth. Like all this shit that the media pushes, the trans community, and how we all have to be forced to accept the shit. People are losing their fucking jobs over this shit. Their livelihoods because of this shit. Nah, I'll be the martyr. I'll be the one to take the blame for it. But it's time we speak up for this shit, man. It's bullshit. Yeah, scarcity in the reverse. Exactly. This is about energy vampires. This is about these narcissists in the reverse. Did you hear me? In the goddamn reverse. Because you learn to stand up. That's what happens. It's law, right? Life is about following the energy. It's like energy never dies, okay? History repeats. So in order to get here to where the narcissist is in reverse, they have no effect, you've got to go into that introspection. Don't be like Lemuria, Bo, who want to talk shit about being in isolation, when really you're just seeking outside of yourself for everything. You changing your appearance, you're not happy. I don't want to be like that, okay? Speak up, stand in your truth, and say what the fuck you mean. Notice these are your ancestors. These are your team. This is your true army, your family. Who are you? Let's talk about it. And let's stop talking shit to the people who just out here just trying to live, right? It's time out for this shit, man. What else? And I'm glad that this went about an hour because I just wanted to get this out. And I'm going to kind of do a different take on it, but this is just for somebody. Intuition. You learned to trust your goddamn intuition. You know now. That's why we go through this shit, okay? Exactly. Realign the chakras, right? Understand who you are. I'm hearing, and the call isn't out there at all, it's inside me. It's like the tide always falling, rising. Y'all better know. You know. The intuition screams, okay? I'm sorry, the intuition whispers while fear screams, okay? Understand the difference. Freedom. There you go. I can't make it up. Your intuition will free you from this shit, literally. Look at how the cards are. This narcissist in the bottom. The people who try to be in your head, the people who operate like energy vampires, when you follow that intuition, you become free, right? This world is set up for this shit on all levels, industries, work, relationships, religion is full of narcissistic bullshit. Man, use your goddamn intuition, okay? And then you wouldn't even be fucking concerned with half this shit. As a child, they used to take me to church. I used to sleep every day. That shit told me what I felt about religion. That does, the fuck? Be yourself, man. Exactly. Stop betraying the self. That's why you attracted these narcissists, because look at how it's coming. In reverse, and they betrayed your ass too. Yeah, they took advantage because you didn't know who the fuck you were. When you doubt yourself, then people have, that's when people get in on you. And that's where the accountability has to come from. We're not victims, but we say, all right, you won, you might have won a couple battles, but in the end, you're going to win the goddamn war and be liberated. Okay? We all have to go through it. It's the cycles of life. Stand in your truth, though. Speak up. This is why I'm showing y'all. Yeah, most people will be like, oh, you don't want to speak on the past. No, I'm going to use them motherfuckers, how they showed up in my life. That'll help somebody. That'll help me get this shit off of me. Right? I'm not going to hold on to that shit y'all projected onto me. Nah. Y'all going to answer to it. It's out now. Okay? Shit. And this sacred chakra, the sacral chakra is very, very significant. This grief, exactly. It's time to let some things go. It's time to let go of the betrayal and truly stand in self. The master of self. 33 is very significant, okay? 11, the doors are open. Let go of this resistance, okay? You being in grief, right? Sometimes we don't even understand why things happen. And that creates grief. And that keeps you in this resistance of your true power. Understanding what's around you. You know, things, you become trapped. Look how she's weighed down. That's what narcissists do. They do shit that'll keep you at your ass in an emotional and docile and traumatic state, and then you will feel stuck until you can transmute that energy. Okay? That's just the truth. All right? That's like if I found this shit out recently and I don't speak out on that, then my throat gonna close up. Because that's bullshit. Those were lies told. And lies can't, they don't have anything to stand upon. Truth is the only thing to stand on, okay? Again, know thyself. The divine is all over this. The Most High. Notice exactly. Connect. It's time to connect with the Most High, your ancestors, and understand the truth of what this is and who you are. Okay? I love it. 3032. I saw that. Let go of this shame. Exactly. Let me show y'all. Look at this. Are you divine or are you this person? Still in shame, sad. Notice the root chakra. The orange in the back. The fire is kind of dim. Are you that or are you this? Notice the fire's over your head. You in sovereignty. You control the waters. You control everything, right? Which one are you? Fearless love. It's also, I'm hearing Oshun, hearing Orishas, deities. Yeah, over these masks, right? Balance is coming. The people in masks. And I'm hearing the spirits they have something to do with all of this happening. The justice that's coming in. Look how she flying towards these motherfuckers. Like a goddess. You can't, Mayat, justice, balance, coming after these motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what type of time it is. Shout out to the goddess Mayat. Libra, balance. That's what I just heard. Bold, brazen, going forward. Okay? Being bold, not afraid to live in this truth. Once this justice comes in, once you transmute, you can go forward with no shame. Notice the solar, the yellow is shining a lot in this. That's what you need, that soul, right? Sun power, okay? Level the fuck up. It's time, okay? Once you do that, you do go through quantum leaps. You do go through consciousness shifts after you take the lessons, okay? And it's time to feel good again. Nurture yourself, pleasure yourself, right? Don't be afraid to have sex and, you know, put yourself out there, your sexuality, your creativity, all of this. It'll all bring you joy now. When you can learn that true balance because you become connected with true reality. Okay. So I'm going to get one more and I'm going to close this reading out. But it was on my spirit. I was told to do it several times, and I hope that this helps. The numbers 11, 11, and 1122 are very significant, as well as 1022, 1110, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the number 8. And this is all about, remember what I said, what you get, you put out. Karma, manifesting. Whatever you have put out, motherfuckers, is coming to your ass tenfold right now, and you cannot outrun it, baby. The laws of karma are at play. Can't make it up. Shifts. All right. So y'all just No, it's time to live out loud. It's time to express yourself fully and freely. The number 4 is also significant. But yeah, the shifts, and notice this is the number 4 as well. We got 31. We got 1331. That's significant. It's like a mirror effect. Regardless of where, it's a mirror. It shifts happening in order for you to come into this truth. Okay? Radical, I can't make it up. Radical rebirth on the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing Leo, Virgo. Radical rebirth. Yeah. The balance. The scales are balancing. Stay grounded. Notice I said this orange is coming back. Cleansing that out. And balance is being restored. Okay? So I hope this helps, man. Understand that we're all here to go through those. But I'm just seeing so much. Oh, the narcissist. But nobody teaches you how to go through it. So I'm giving y'all an example of my path. I had to take the people. I gave y'all lessons. I gave y'all what happened and how I was able to find the certain things that I needed to find within myself. And now I speak on it, right? I'm going to help somebody else get back and get out of that. So it's about turning your pain into your your power. And transmutation, alchemical transmutation is the key, okay? Age-old tactics are done. And I wish y'all well, okay? Keep moving, keep pushing. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. If y'all want to work with me, tap in. If you like a reading, feel free to hit me up at notlikenyx@gmail.com, or you can look at my flyer. My number's on there. And otherwise, I will see y'all on the next one. Stay up, stay in love, stay in light, and stay safe. And I'll see y'all later.